Hey everyone, I just want to give a shout out to Yuba. He's a C6 baby. I love the C6 babies, but I do want to give a shout out to my supporters and I try to help them with their Aptoid codes. And of course, if you are in my Den Discord channel, if you're a member there, I will always post any of your codes there. So I'm going to hit you guys over the head because I have shown you guys this video before, but I really want to show you the impact of the warrior boosting event. Please understand that I don't tend to do videos on things that I don't fully believe in, if that makes sense, right? There's always 100 million events that come through Evony, and you see that I'm doing the civilization cards, the hypno stream, and everyone's like, that's stupid. But I truly believe that there is a payoff and impact, and so that's why I do those videos, right? I either have fun with it, enjoy it, or this is actually really good buffs. So this warrior boosting event is such a bang for your buck that people just don't understand. So as you know, flex specialties are very expensive and do not come around very often. So a lot of people definitely jumped on the flex specialty bandwagon and bought a bunch at $99, and maybe they tripled, maybe they doubled, but in order to get to all gold, you're dropping thousands of cash, right? So what I just did was spent $39, opened up 3 of the flex specialty boxes, and I got 2. Okay? Now, you have to brace yourself to prepare yourself that you might get 0. And I will say that I always open all 3 boxes at the same time. And for the most part, I've at least gotten 1 flex specialty. However, there have been maybe 2 or 3 times that I've gotten 0. And yes, it is disappointing, but I think it's one of those things of you usually get at least 1, so $39, when you actually look at the total sum, you're still spending much less than if you were buying the 99 packs. So as you see here, I have gold, battle tested. I have those from SVS, but I don't have a lot of gold flex specialties. So the only way I've been able to do it is through SVS to get the battle tested ones, and then through this warrior boosting event. So I just want to show you me upgrading to gold for a couple of times, and I'm just going to keep doing this event and hopefully will accrue enough to get the gold. Now, I'm sure it must suck for the people that went out and spent right away getting all of the golds maxed, I'm sure that has to sting a little, but as you guys know, what we've learned from Evony is that we should just not always rush on things and just wait, because things will start getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. And so that's why when people make fun of my freaking George Dewey, I just don't care. I don't care. Because it's like, there's going to be another general that's going to come, and then I'm going to get that general, and it's going to be way better than the general that people are using everywhere else, right? So it's fine. I'm just going to wait, and eventually at some point it's going to pay off on the waiting. So obviously I didn't have a lot of my flex specialties equipped, but I'm just kind of going through this to see how many do I need to actually promote these to the next level. And I think these ones, yeah, I'm like 1 away. So I should be able to get, a lot of oranges maybe in the next month. So I only go up until the 1999 point where you get, 3 chances to get a flex specialty, because that is all I think is a good value. Because if you end up doing the 99 pack, you actually have to spend 150 to get that, and you only get 2 flex specialties. That's not a good deal, right? Because when you actually get a flex specialty pack, you can get that for $99, and you can get 2 if you have a double coupon. So I don't do the 99 pack. Now, if Evony changed that and they put 2 more flex specialty chances under the 49 and then did 3 under the 99, then I definitely would be buying that all the time until I got gold. But they don't do that, and so I just, I advise you guys to do whatever you want. But truly, if I wanted to upgrade to, the 99, I could and I would improve my flex specialties, but it wouldn't be as cost effective as just doing the 19.99 every day for 3 days, right? And just doing that every off event. Eventually, you're going to be able to upgrade all of your flexes for much cheaper. So, you know, and trust me, I have been tempted to do that 99 pack when I'm only, 10 away from upgrading to gold, right? So, um, I guess I just upgraded a gold there. I think it's the Iron Curtain. Yeah, Iron Curtain. And on this one, it's going to cost a lot of your runestones, but as you can see, because I don't waste my runestones on recycling and getting the newest general every single freaking time, I've got the runestones to basically upgrade all my flex specialties. So I get banged on for using George Dewey all the time. And actually, I saw a Reddit post on someone who uses George Dewey, and they were clowning him on using George Dewey too. So maybe I'll do a Reddit podcast on that one. But yeah, it's still got all the elements. So if I got a new general here, I would be able to take my flex specialties, my gear, my dragon, put it on a new general, and I'm the one that's going to have a nice general. And, everyone else is using, I don't know. Who do people use now? Do they use William Marshall? Isn't he old too? People are using Takanita. I mean, none of these are Covenant generals. They're just, I don't know, Leo? Leo I could make, but, I like George Dewey. I just like him. I like him because I feel like people hit me more with George Dewey than if I were to use a more advanced general. So it's okay. I'm a part of the George Dewey club. So I guess this is another one of me buying flex specialties, and we're going to open this. That one I got 3. Okay, so that is really good. And just so you know, that rarely ever happens. I'm being very honest with you. That very rarely ever happens. And even opening 2 very rarely happens. I usually just get 1. But I always open all 3 at once. I think I did 1 at a time before, and I think maybe that was the time that I didn't get any flex specialties. So I just do all 3. But now you guys see why I play the way that I do. I play the way of the mind of how you would play the opposite of a developer, right? And so I know that Evony is going to make things cheaper down the line. I know that jumping on the bandwagon on something that you need right now does not always equate to being the smartest choice. Now, my favorite player in Val definitely is King Monkey. So King Monkey is my favorite. Totally pushed Big T out of the rankings. But he said sometimes Evony does give events in the very first round and go that you do want to jump on, because a lot of times Evony will push an event out that has either glitches or is giving you way more than they intended, and then they'll nerf that event. So do you remember Dragon Battle Tested? Remember how much rewards we got when we were buying hundreds of packs? And I don't know why they nerfed that, because people were spending so much money on it. And so yes, you do need to research every event that comes out that's new, but if it is too good to be true, sometimes you don't want people to know, and then sometimes you don't want to wait on it because you know that if you're getting a lot of rewards on an event that Evony puts out, they will nerf it if it is too good to be true. And it sucks because I know content creators, we want to share what's going to be best for you guys. And sometimes we can't make those videos because people will get mad. And so a lot of times that is why I urge people to join my Discord, because we can talk about it there. Now, I will say in my experience working at one of the biggest game companies in the world, the devs, they absolutely have Discord handles. I had Discord handles. We have Discord at work that we all jump into and use when we're doing a lot of, game capture type stuff. But we also, yes, we are in a lot of Discord channels, and we do watch a lot of content creators. So we actually have strategy syncs, and we actually do research on competitors as well. So not only are we in our own community's channels, but we're also in competitor channels, and we do a lot of comparisons and debriefing and all that kind of stuff. So just understand when people are like, oh, Evony doesn't watch any of these videos. I mean, they obviously do. Now, I can't 100% say that they're, spying on every single Discord. I really don't think they do. And especially because Discords, they like the conversations move a lot. I really don't think that they have time to go and scroll up. I don't remember ever kind of doing that. I only just remember going like, hey, I want to actually see what they think about this scene. And then I would search it and see if I could find those elements. So that's kind of the extent that I'm talking about. But we've had head of departments, and I mean really high up, send like a scathing message saying this content creator said this scene looks like shit, this needs to get fixed now. And to see everybody like, immediately move to go and fix, the environment or character or whatever it looks like in the game. And then, marketing has to go and recapture everything, and like all that kind of stuff definitely happens. And I'm telling you probably more than you should know, but because I understand the behind the scenes, I definitely know how to play in a way that is going to be better than playing like how most people kind of get sucked up into mobile gaming. So it is very, very important and smart for people to research what they're spending on and buying. And obviously you can't do the research and spending unless you see it or you do it yourself, right? And so that's why I show you guys this stuff. That's why I spend. That's why I show, because you can't actually apply it unless you see it. So as you see here, I have been just upgrading my flex specialties like no other. To be honest, when I'm looking at this, I don't even remember upgrading a cavalry flex specialty. This must have been, I don't know, this must have been a week ago or something, or a couple of weeks ago, because I don't even remember doing this. But you'll see when you keep upgrading, you're just using a bunch of runestones, and obviously getting those debuffs are really, really nice. And I have been using the Siege Ballista on my assistant because it gives you Siege HP. Now, if I could get 2 iron curtains, I would probably use 2 iron curtains instead. But maybe if you're like cav focused, maybe you want to use a cav flex specialty. So it's all whatever is best for your gameplay. Here's another one I'm upgrading that I don't even remember. This one is a range one, piercing arrows. And of course, it's always great to upgrade any of your range buffs, especially when you're attacking. And these flex specialties apply for attack or defense because it is a general one, which I love those buffs more than anything. So that's basically everything that I can tell you about flex specialties. I do have one more thing that I can touch upon, and if you want me to go into more detail, I'll have to make a different video. I've only just started touching upon soul binding, the great way to save on runestones. So if you are someone that does cake, this is a nice way to chase the generals without having to spend too much. Now, I just want to show you this really quickly, but if you want to add the flex specialty to the general, make sure you apply it to the one that you're binding, right? So not the one that is the source origin, but you're putting the flex specialty on the one that is being bound, and you'll see that the flex specialty then applies. But if you notice, if you try to do it reverse, so if I would have put the flex specialty on Elise, it wouldn't have applied. So you got to put it on the one that you're binding for, if that makes sense. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you soon.